Yo, what is going on, guys? White here with Craigslist Game Finds, and this is my buddy Fanta. He's actually one of my subscribers. I met him here in town, and he's getting into game hunting. So I decided to bring him with me for the yard sale, and he really wanted to go. And we packed up and went early this morning, and things started off decent. We found a few video games at the first couple yard sales we went to. Take a look at that right now.
Actually, who's money? You have to sit in. What do you need? What? Yeah. Johnny, I scared you, little one.
Oh, dude, this game was sick.
Unreal Tournament?
I'm going to pick that up for a quarter. Yeah.
Nice.
So at like the second yard sale we went to, we found some nice PS2 games. They weren't complete, but I did get Unreal Tournament, which is one of the launch titles with the PlayStation 2. One of my favorite first-person shooters ever, behind the Halo franchise. And Fanta?
I got Far Cry for the PC. I'm looking through right now, and it actually looks like one of the discs is actually missing. So
One of the disc is missing. Yeah, I never buy PC games.
That's why.
That's why. We only paid $1 for the two of those, though, so it's not that bad. Jumping into the next yard sale, I'm not going to show you footage. We actually ran into the same exact box of games. That box I looked through that had like 5 copies of Final Fantasy X-2, and Fanta ended up picking up a game.
I saw this when I was a kid. I had jam packs, so you get all the demos and stuff. So this was in the demo pack. I don't know. I was just trying to pick up those games over the years. So I got one of them. It's pretty good condition. Got it for $1. Can't really complain too much.
So the reseller ended up buying the games from another reseller. So that's how things go. Anyway, the day was really awful. I mean, I felt bad for him because this was his first time ever. We literally hit, what do you think, 20?
I think 30.
We probably went to 30 various yard sales after that early initial couple pickups, and we didn't find anything. And then we stumbled across a community sale, and we got there late. They said it's been picked clean pretty much, but we did manage to find a couple decent things right away upon our arrival. Take a look at the clip.
Alright, so I got this obnoxious plug-and-play.
Huh?
Fanta got a Pokemon movie. At least it's better than what the junk we've been seeing so far today, but there's a lot more to go.
So you can tell we're a little bit desperate at this point because we both kind of wasted money on ridiculous things. I bought this Darth Vader plug and play. It was $1, so it's not like it was a big loss. And then Fanta bought something really embarrassing.
I got a Pokemon 2000. Saw this back when I was a little kid. I kind of bought like a ticket for it, get the card and everything. But bought it for nostalgia's sake. It was $1. The case kind of looks like crap. I mean, you can see like right there, it's kind of worn. But the disc itself doesn't look too bad, so I know how to play.
And $1.
$1, come on.
I would say $1 or less. You're not really risking anything. I mean, if you have to throw it out, you have to throw it out. Who cares?
Like Far Cry.
So this is where things get interesting. We're having a terrible day. We have all of our money left, and we have 2 yard sales left to go to in this community yard sale. And the people specifically told us at the last yard sale, don't go over to them. They do not have video games. Don't waste your time. And something I always told him, the biggest advice I gave you is to ask everyone.
Yeah, always ask.
Get through all the no's to get to the yeses. So I say, we're going to go ask this guy anyway. He says, I have a bunch of video games in my house. I can go look for them. And we're like...
But at first he was hesitant. Like he was like, I don't really want to sell it. But you got to look for the people that have like kids and a wife, especially when they're moving. Because the wife usually doesn't want the people to have video games.
The wife was like, he's got to get rid of it.
Oh yeah, so like, so pretty much he had to go back to his house. We waited for like 30 minutes, and then he came back with like a giant box.
And take a look right here at what we got from this guy. It was truly spectacular.
Please, PlayStation 1 and 2 had games.
Yes.
Unlike the alternative, the Big Brother.
Where the cases are
original
right now.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Oh, Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah.
Oh, find that case, dude. I'll buy that in a hurry. Alone in the Dark, I'll buy that. You think you have any of these cases sitting around?
Yeah, I don't know.
That really seals the deal. And Resident Evil, dude.
You got some good shit there.
You got some good games.
Well, you know what I could do, guys, is...
You got all the pirated games.
Oh, yeah, this was... I was in college when this was going on, and I had a guy who burned them, and they work so well. Like, I tried to do it myself.
Oh, did they do as well? Yep.
And mine didn't come out as well, but all the ones you can see, he did most of these, and they all work perfectly.
South Park?
That's a cool game, too.
Code Veronica. I remember this game, you started with a lighter. Like, there's 18 zombies around, you started with a lighter to defend them off with. I don't need any of these.
Do you guys sell these, or what do you do?
We collect them, and then if there's stuff that we don't exactly want, we'll sell it or trade it. Oh, Sly Cooper, don't you dare take that. Taking that, and then we take it all out of your hands right now. Absolutely everything here.
Yeah, this is worth like 25 cents. I work at GameStop.
Yeah.
So as you saw, we got this massive lot of Sony stuff, all adult owned, all in good shape, for $40. We each paid $20. We're going to divide it up. I'm not sure we're going to do that yet. But let's jump into the pickups really quick. Bouncer. Anytime I see Square on a game that's 10, 15 years old, I pick it up instantly. Sly Cooper, absolutely fantastic cell-shaded platformer. I loved it 10 years ago when it came out. Can't wait to play it again today. Clock Tower 3, pretty well-revered horror, survival horror game. Never played it, though, to be honest with you, so I'm going to give that a play.
It's worth quite a bit, actually.
Apparently, it's a decent game. Resident Evil Veronica, the game that really screws with you. Like I told the guy, you start with a freaking lighter and there's 18 zombies surrounding you. How is that fair? And Contra, as with every Contra, brutally, brutally difficult. I don't think I played this one. I didn't know there was one on PS2, but I'm sure it's going to be hard like the other ones.
So then the other games we got was Thai. I heard pretty good things about that. You can get like different types of boomerangs. It's pretty cool games. One of those action platformers, kind of copying the Banjo-Kazooie type thing. Mortal Kombat, self-explanatory, lots of gore, lots of fun. Game. Virtua Fighter, it's just another fighting game. I know absolutely nothing about it. You know anything?
No.
I know.
Like Tekken, I believe.
It's a big arcade game. I think there was like a panda or something you could play in it. Metal Gear Solid 2. This isn't worth too much. You can get it like any GameStop for 99 cents. Still a good game. Like kind of pain in the ass to play, but Madden, nobody cares.
Sports games.
NHL, nobody cares. Medal of Honor Frontline, once again, another cheap game you can pick up at GameStop for 89 cents. But I mean, it's still a fun game. Got D-Day and all that cool stuff. Pretty good first-person shooter.
And then we're jumping into this bag. He had a bunch of loose disc games without the boxes. The big one, Final Fantasy VII. Fanta is going to take that one because I have 2 copies now, so I'm not going to be selfish. Alone in the Dark, I didn't look up the value, but I wouldn't be shocked if this was a valuable game. Another scary horror title. There's another disc for it there. He is going to look for these boxes, and
hopefully
he finds them. Evil Dead.
That's interesting.
Hail to the King. We're going to have to look this up. I never knew there was a game.
Hail to the King. That sounds like Duke Nukem almost.
I don't know, but I was not aware there was a game for it.
Nightmare Creatures. I've always seen that for like the N64 and stuff. So I'm kind of
2
wondering.
discs, Nightmare Creatures.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I'm sure some of these PS1 games. Oh, a bunch.
Resident Evil.
games.
I'd love to. Yeah, get one of those. I have no idea which one to see. Resident Evil 1 and 2.
Director's cut.
Director's. That's cool.
Go on rookie mode and get the minigun. Oh, and then I'm not going to get into these. A million pirated games for his chipped PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I have PS2 actually. I think.
No, I think he said PS1.
Really?
Yeah. There's Final Fantasy 8. So, I mean, these will be fun to play. Obviously, they're not worth anything to a collector or to a reseller. Like I told him, I said they're just junk. But entertainment value, some fun in here. Let's jump into the systems now. This is the one I'll be taking home. PlayStation.
Have we even opened that yet?
We haven't.
Let's go see
It's
what's
like-
okay. So yeah, we'll show you what happened from this garage that we went to. The multi-tap for the PS1, the PS2 controller for like DVDs. Looks like some memory cards.
Shitty third-party controller
Yeah, who
gamepad.
gives a shit about that though? Looks like there might be a wireless controller. Wireless
Possibly.
something. There's a memory card. Those are pretty cheap.
This is kind of cool. I mean, I know it's third-party, but it is an in-box original packaging controller.
I don't know what the hell this is.
Finally, a good yard sale after hours of terrible yard sales. And what do you know? Just like I told him would happen, we would go down the street to the next yard sale, and the momentum would continue. I swear momentum exists with yard selling. Take a look at what we got from the very next people we visited.
Can you please? Oh, dude, get that PlayStation in a hurry. That's one of the small ones. Those are cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Can I see?
How much did you want for that?
Mama.
What you guys pay for your last one?
$20 for a system and a million games.
Yeah, we got like it all for a ton.
Like $10.
$10? Sure.
Game Boy Advance and a lot of games. What do you want for this bag, sir?
Mario Kart.
Robotech, Batman.
Namco Museum.
Decent games. Mario Kart.
NBA Jam, Spider-Man.
What do you want for the whole bag?
Just $10.
Yep. Give you $10 for it. Cool.
Alright, so after, like you just saw, we did that pickup. The first thing they brought out, which was really cool, was this PS1, but mind you, right when we showed up, they said they only had like lemonade for sale for like 10 cents or whatever. Like that's all they had, like that's what they said. And we're like, whoa, do you have any like old games? And I just started naming off systems, and then he's like, oh yeah. So the first thing he brought out was this entire case, this small version of the PS1. The cool thing about this is that you can always get that add-on. You can add that TV. This is the more rare of the two systems instead of that big fat one. It comes with two controllers. This crappy This is a GameStop PS1 controller.
So that's your bus.
That's weird as hell. And then another DualShock, which is really nice. I really like those controllers. It also came with Spec Ops Covert Assault. I have no idea what the hell this game is. Bunch of companies I've never heard of. Take-Two, I don't know.
I think that the $10 you paid for the system is enough, dude.
Oh yeah. And then Rainbow Six, the original. I could have sworn it was rated M, but
I was T. I remember. I
it's
played on PC.
it's great condition. I don't know. It's looking pretty cool. It also came with all the original cables and of course the case. Only $10.
$10.
And then he got a crazy deal as well. I was like, oh my gosh.
So then he goes back in and comes out with his bag. He's like, I got a Game Boy Advance if that interests you. And yeah, it does interest me. Even though it's the original, and as you know, I prefer the Game Boy SP. That's my favorite system ever. It does have this unique like lighting peripheral thing that it came with. It has the back, which you never see. Kids always lose that thing. That's why I like adult owned. Has a car charger here by Mad Cats. Memory card for a PlayStation.
What? Oh well, there we go. There's my PlayStation memory card.
That didn't belong in there. The chargeable battery pack. This is pretty neat. I've never had one of these as a kid.
What?
Yeah, you charge
So you
the
can
battery
charge
pack.
regular batteries?
It looks like it. You put
That's
it in the Game
weird.
Boy. Jumping into the games, Final Round Golf, NBA Jam 2002. Never gave that one a try. Didn't even know it existed.
No.
Mario Kart.
Always a good
pickup.
Yeah, always a good find Mario games.
Spider-Man. Never played any of these besides Mario Kart. Namco, I did play that one. It's just a bunch of classic Namco games like Pac-Man and Dig Dug and all that stuff.
Cool.
Batman Vengeance. Never played that. Robotech.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Robotech. The Macross
Who's it
series.
by?
TDK.
What the hell is that?
That's popular. I've heard of it before.
Really?
High Heart, a 3DO game here in Major League Baseball. I don't know. I'm not complaining. Spent $8 on this. Medal of Honor. Which one is that? Underground. So he wanted 10 for this, and unfortunately, all I had was 8. But the reason I had 8 is because we gave his kid
Yeah, we each gave him $1 instead of 10 cents.
money for the lemonade, so we were nice. So he's like, "Yeah, I'll take $8 for this." So I got all this in this nice bag, in perfect condition,
Yeah,
as
that-
with
that was
every
brand
adult-owned thing, just perfect condition, for $8. So besides this game, which is now not in perfect condition. So that is all we had for today.
All we had for today? I think that was quite a bit.
Yeah, that's true. It started off awful. The first 2 hours we had nothing. In the last 30 minutes we had everything. Phenomenal ending to the day. And like I said, the lesson for you game hunters out there is do not give up. Get through all the no's and you're going to get to the yeses. You're going to find the big pickups. You just got to stick to it. I know it sounds like a cheesy Disney movie line, but you have to follow your heart and you have to keep going. That was kind of gay. I'm sorry.